Senior editor of the Times of India. We have Aarti Jairath with us. Gaurav Bhatia, National President of the Legal Wing of the Samajwadi Party, with me in the studio. Sudhindra Bhadoria, leader of the Bahujan Samaj Party. And Siddharth Singh of the BJP. It's a full house tonight. Mr. Bhadoria, you know, it has to be a more effective answer than saying BSP phobia. You have to, that's why the question tonight, which we are seeing, if you look carefully at your screen, what we are asking is, instead of making this political, you, that is your party, will have to respond fact by fact. This BSP phobia is, I'm sorry, it's a bit of a shallow answer, isn't it?
Okay, so can I answer?
Yeah, please go ahead, and I think waiting for a response.
The Samajwadi Party is playing a politics of vengeance, and they are being vindictive. For the reason, you see, when BSP came to power 5 years back,
yes,
Mayawati could have also, Mayawati could have done the same thing, but she was magnanimous.
So it could have done the same thing means
what? That the NRHM scam had started with Mulayam Singh.
So Mayawati turned a blind eye.
No, not only that.
So you are saying Mayawati turned a blind eye?
No, she said that let me implement the promises that have been made, and today
what the problem she said let me implement the promises I made and forget the scams of the past.
No, that is not. It was the duty the duty of the CBI. It was
what is your argument?
Your argument is that no inquiry has been done. They have just labelled a charge that 40,000, without conducting any inquiry, 40,000 crore rupees have been siphoned out.
Sorry, so we can go.
This is just a premeditated decision of the Samajwadi Party. They are trying to unnecessarily raise issues and also label charges which have no substance.
Gaurav, validate the 40,000 crore rupee figure. I mean, Akhilesh can say 400,000.
Before I validate that figure, it is important that we see this not as a political vengeance step, but any chief minister of the state is accountable to the people. There has to be transparency. And when a new government has come into place and they are finding irregularities, it is the duty of the government to ensure that investigation is done. And it is also important that that investigation is fair, impartial, and if some wrong has been done,
without any investigation, 40,000 crore rupees have been siphoned out.
One minute, gentlemen, I think both of you, yes, go ahead. No, validate the figure.
Yeah, validating.
He's asking you validate.
Yes, I am validating the figure. The exact figure can only be assessed after investigations are over, but I will give you a few examples.
That's a change of position.
No, it is not.
Please, this is not what the Chief Minister has said.
Please permit me.
The Chief Minister has already given a figure.
I'm trying to give you the figures.
The Chief Minister has given a figure. What's the figure he has given? 40,000
yes, crores. From where? Now let me tell you about the figure.
You can ask him directly. Yes, go ahead.
You see, now he's talking about these figures. Does he not answer questions like when Mulayam Singh was the Chief Minister, 2,500 acres of land was given to Anil Ambani just over here
under the industrial policy to form an
2 lakh rupees an acre. The whole Lucknow, half of Lucknow city has been given to Sahara. Half of Lucknow city has been given to Sahara. The biggest corrupt officials, Neera Yadav,
if any allocations are made as per the policy,
what the chief secretary is during Mulayam Singh's regime.
What he's talking about is an SEZ allocation.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, listen.
You want to move here, by the way?
I may have to towards the end of the show, I think, yes. But I think, you know, the point is not whether it's 40,000 crores or 400 crores. Exactly. I mean, a scam is a scam, right? Whatever the extent of the scam.
That's the point.
But I do feel, Arnav, and we've seen this time and again, that new governments come, they get onto this whole thing of we will probe, investigate, we will uncover, we will unearth, you know, corruption scandals of the previous regime. And nothing happens. Tell me, in all our years, 5 decades, 6 decades of independence in India, have we ever seen any chief minister
I know many pending cases.
That's right, pending cases.
I know many pending cases.
But nobody has gone to jail. Nobody is being punished.
But is that is that a reason why we should not ask why 66 crore was wasted in the construction of parks and memorials?
And
it's the CAG which says that.
And I hope that, you know, Akhilesh will not follow in the footsteps of, you know, other leaders, but will actually bring these probes to a quick conclusion and do some punishment.
This is diversionary politics. You see, the real issue is that he had an agenda and a political program, a socio-economic program. He had promised that he would give the youth unemployment relief. Now, instead of giving 18 to
Sir,
35...
I'll have to get specific. If you are getting political, I'll get specific.
Yes, you please...
Can I please get specific? No.
Be as specific as you
do
can.
I have...
One second.
He
has not been able to implement that.
Siddharth Singh, I'm coming to you. One minute. Sudhindra Bhadoria. Siddharth Singh, I'm coming to you. Apologies for that. But now, because you made it political, when at the start of the discussion I said don't make it political, I will now be specific with you.
How can you not be political in...
I am asking you factually and not politically.
Yes.
My information is that the initial inquiry by the police reveals that tender norms were tailor-made to favor certain contractors. True or false? The contractors then sold these statues to the governments at highly inflated prices. True or false? Police claim that the contractor was told to supply one statue for 60 lakh rupees. It should not cost more than 5 lakh rupees. True or false? Cost of the statue was inflated 12 times the original, and the financial fraud completely at conservative levels seems to be only on this 300 crores. True or false? Is this a scam waiting to be unearthed or not? True or false, sir? Let's be specific tonight. No, don't answer politically.
No. When we are in
politics,
there has to be a political answer as well.
You're not
they are failing on the... You see, day in and day out, farmer suicides are taking place in Bundelkhand.
Again, you're not answering the question.
And as far as this is concerned...
Is that a satisfactory answer?
Absolutely not. He is entitled to make any political statements, but on the factual part, he needs to answer. And if there is a prima facie case, the investigating agency,
without
the
any investigation,
or
let there be an inquiry.
If he permits me. It is not about the state investigating agency. It could be the CBI, which is not under the control of the state, but somebody needs to look into these allegations. If there is material, then it needs to be probed into.
My question to Siddharth Singh, he raised his hand. Sorry for butting you in there. Siddharth, I want you to come into the debate in what I'm seeing as a sort of a unseemly political fight breaking out. My worry is, as Aarti says, that this is like a, the initial part of a government. They always put their predecessor on the mat by saying, I'll expose a huge scam against you. So you're on the back foot, and then nothing happens for the next 5 years. That's what Aarti says.
Well, I would like to go along with Aarti, Arnab, but I think understanding the political scenario at the center as well as the state, I think Akhilesh, with one stone, he has tried to hit 3-4 birds. And allow me to make my point. There is no denying that there have been scams under Mayawati, and there could be 40,000 crore, 30,000 or 50,000 crore. I cannot estimate on that. But yes, there has been. There has been no denying that the 5 years the central government knew about it and the Congress didn't do because they wanted to trade off for support at times when they needed it at the center. Now what Akhilesh is doing, which is unfortunately he doesn't enjoy the same thing what Mamata Banerjee enjoys while playing along with the UP or Manmohan Singh government, because she's a single party. It is in UP, Akhilesh as well as Mayawati have almost the same numbers in the Lok Sabha. Akhilesh by this stroke has hit Mayawati and would like to pitch, because there is a scam. There's not denying, it's not a witch hunt. So they would like to pitch and go after Mayawati to discredit, so that it becomes for Congress, touch me not. And therefore Akhilesh will be in a position to dictate things like Mamata is doing with the Congress government at the center. So there is there is a genuine investigation required. There is a genuine scam, but there is a political game plan also.
I'm sorry you're being soft on Mayawati. Maybe you're tying up with them.
Sorry?
I'm sorry, I think you're being very soft on Mayawati, almost
no,
defending Mayawati. I think you're going to tie up with them.
I'm sorry, Arnab, that's perhaps you have not taken my answer, or you have understood. I said there is no witch hunt. There is actually a scam. There is no denying that she had been saved by the Congress all in all. So it could be 40,000 crores or 50,000 crores. We are not denying it. If you open any department or any ministry of Mayawati, then there is enough skeletons which will fall and they will scream and screech.
Look,
there is a scam.
From Yedurappa.
Mr. Badoria, I think it's Mr. Badoria. We are not here into rhetorics. Let's talk, which makes some political sense, and we try to solve the problem.
Yediyurappa is not rhetoric. Yediyurappa is very recent. He was rated at 6:45 this morning. I'm sorry you want to avoid Yediyurappa, but please don't dismiss Yediyurappa, in this manner. For our viewers who may have missed the story, he was raided, his son-in-law were raided, they were raided all over Karnataka this morning. So it's not rhetoric, it's fairly recent development.
We are talking about Mayawati, we are talking about Akhilesh, we are talking about a position in UP.
Talking of
you wish to talk about Yediyurappa, fair enough.
Overall larger context of corruption that we are discussing, the issue of corruption in UP, and if it is there, let there be an inquiry from the very beginning, from the Congress government, from the BJP government, from the Mulayam Singh government, and let there be a time frame, have an inquiry on all these corruption cases for a particular time frame.
I have a very simple question for Mr. Siddharthnath Singh. Mr. Siddharthnath, I have a very simple question for you. Who filed the charges against Mayawati in the Taj corridor scam?
It is us.
When were they filed?
It was
How many days before the general... 1 minute, sir, you don't let me complete when you know the question is going to put you on the back foot. How many days before the general election of 2004? You see you're smiling already. You know the drift of my question.
I'm smiling because your
How many days before the general election of 2004 was the Taj corridor scam filed? What happened after 2004? See, the smile is giving you away.
No.
So what you did to Mayawati in 2004,
I'm sorry,
Akhilesh is doing to Mayawati in 2012, and yet you stand in judgment. Simple question, sir.
I
have nailed you on that one.
But you've just...
It is unfortunate that you don't want people smiling on your channel. But
I'm very happy.
I have been complimented so many times. Even RT has complimented that I get lovely dimples, so I keep smiling.
You cannot.
Let me keep smiling, and I'll give you the answer.
Who filed the case against Mayawati in 2004?